Natalia Liceo Oliva Flores, a student and researcher in biotechnology, engineering at the National Polytechnic Institute. And today I want to share with you a project that combines science, sustainability, and innovation. Development of conductive gelatin-based bioplastics with graphene oxide for sustainable electronic applications. To begin, I want us to consider an alarming fact. Each year, we produce more than 300 million tons of petroleum-based plastics, and most of them continue to pollute the environment decades after their use. This not only affects our ecosystems, but also our health and quality of life. That is why it's time to take action. Faced with this, an urgent question arises. Can we create materials that not only degrade quickly, but are also functional and useful in technological applications? This question is the heart of my investigation. In the search for solutions, biopolymers derived from organic waste have emerged as a promising alternative. They are biodegradable, renewable, and can be produced at low cost. For this research, a synthesis process was carried out in which gelatin was chosen as the structural base because it can form a cohesive matrix, is easily degradable, and is commercially available. And of course, our star component, graphene oxide, which provides unique properties improving mechanical strength, increasing hydrophobicity, and potentially imparting electrical conductivity. The objective of my project is clear: to synthesize and characterize gelatin and graphene oxide-based bioplastic, evaluating the potential for sustainable electronic applications. To synthesize the bioplastic, I use four main components: gelatin, graphene oxide, glycerin, and white vinegar. The synthesis process was simple but controlled. First, the gelatin was dissolved in hot water. Then, glycerin was added as a plasticizer and vinegar as an antimicrobial agent. Next, the graphene oxide solution was incorporated and mixed homogeneously. Finally, it was poured into molds and allowed to dry at room temperature. Afterwards, structural, mechanical, hydrophobic, degradation, and conductivity properties were evaluated. The tests included measurement of thickness and weight, degradation tests in water and soil, mechanical tests of tear resistance under low water contact, angle measurement, electrical conductivity with a multimeter. In the biodegradability tests, 2 assays were performed. The first by immersion in a medium distilled water, and the second on the surface of a compostable medium soil. In the aqueous degradation tests, the samples without graphene oxide degraded completely within 14 to 21 days, showing evident microbial colonization from the early stages. In contrast, those containing graphene oxide took up to 5 days longer to disintegrate, as graphene acts as a structural reinforcement, reducing water permeability and extending durability. In the soil degradation test, the results were much faster. Samples exposed on the surface of the compostable medium began to disintegrate in less than 24 hours. Regarding mechanical properties, they withstood stresses of up to 1.1 megapascal without fracturing and loads of up to 19 Newton, making them suitable for applications requiring moderate structural integrity. In terms of hydrophobicity, the water contact angle ranged from 90 to 120, with the graphene oxide containing samples being more hydrophobic. Finally, in the electrical tests, some formulations reached 33.7 mg, opening the possibility of using them in sustainable electronic components. In conclusion, gelatin and graphene oxide-based bioplastic is a biodegradable, functional, and potentially conductive material, capable of degrading in days and with sufficient mechanical properties for light applications. Among its possible uses are biodegradable packaging with water resistance, protective coatings for moisture-sensitive objects, components for green electronics, such as flexible boards or device casings, and, very importantly, they could also be used as biosensors. This is because the presence of graphene oxide in the polymer matrix improves conductivity and detects electrical variations in response to external stimuli. Gelatin is a hydrophilic and biocompatible bipolymer, making it suitable for interaction with biological fluids or microorganisms without toxicity. The material is flexible and adaptable to different shapes, making it easy to integrate into irregular surfaces or wearable devices. This means that In addition to being an ecological plastic substitute, this material opens the door to the development of green disposable sensors, reducing the environmental impact of traditional electronic instrumentation. I would like to thank the National Polytechnic Institute, my research team, and the organizers of Imrc 2025 for this opportunity. I also thank all of you for listening to this proposal, which seeks to contribute to a cleaner and more sustainable future. Science can be as ephemeral as it is useful, and that is good for the planet.